Hi YouTube, welcome to my channel, and in this video I'm going to show you my Hourglass program workout day 1. There are a few facts about me. I have a quite slender physique and all my life I've been kind of skinny and I have no hips. So for me to have that hourglass shape, I have to work on my glutes, I have to work on my quads, on my back, on my shoulders, on everything that creates that hourglass shape. So let's get into it. I always start my workouts with warm-ups. First I'll warm up my neck. Then my shoulders. I work on the mobility in my chest and the spine. I do a few squats. And then move on to the dynamic stretches. I don't overstretch, I just stretch enough. And the hips. I do it on each side. Then I warm up the hip joints. And this workout is going to be lower body, glutes and quads, and some shoulders and chest in the end. And then I'm gonna finish it with some crunches. The first exercise is hyperextensions. And I'm trying to make it more glute dominant by squeezing my glutes at the top and slightly rounding my spine. I start with my body weight without any plates, just to warm up. Then I'm going to do 3 sets of the hyperextensions with weight. Again, trying to squeeze my glutes at the top. Exhale at the top, inhale when I lower down. So I do about 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. The next one is deficit belt squats. Usually I try to use a machine if it's available, but this gym doesn't have it, so I use the kettlebell and the chains. It makes it a little challenging, but that's a good option if you don't have a machine but still want to get the best out of this exercise, because I really feel my glutes in this one. This exercise is great for loading the legs and the glutes without spinal pressure. So the tips for this one is try to keep your chest up, core braced, and keep your knees in line with your toes. Lean back and drive through your heels. Try to go as low as you can and as possible, because the lower you sit and squat, the harder it is to come up, and you have to really engage your glutes when you come up. I'm holding this thing in front of me just to feel more stable, and it really helps me with my balance. It allows me to go very deep and very low, because if I wouldn't hold this thing in front of me, I would probably fall back, or I would not go as deep. And the last few reps should feel really hard, almost like you can't stand up. Usually I do about 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps till failure. The next exercise is definitely not for the beginners, so do it at your own risk. The Bulgarian split squats. Slightly lean forward to target the glutes. Push through your heel, exhale when you come up. This exercise is also challenging your balance, so if you feel a little bit shaky, you can grab a stick or hold on into something so you can feel more stable and balanced. I aim for 2 or 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. It also depends on the weight that you pick. If it's on the heavier side, of course, you're doing less reps, but try to do at least 8. The next one is leg extensions. It's great for burning the quads at the end. I usually do 2 to 3 sets, up to 15 reps. It's quite challenging, but it's very effective as an isolation exercise to work on your quads. And this is my goal, so I push really hard here. And to create that hourglass shape, we need to work on the shoulders. And one of the most effective exercises is shoulder press. This time I picked the military shoulder press. I feel that it's quite intense for me and it's very hard and challenging, but it's also very easy just to grab a barbell and start doing it without setting up the bench or the Smith machine. And I target for 3 or 4 sets up to 10 reps. I try to do as many as I can, and I work my way up. As you can see, the barbell is empty. There's no weight on it. So later, when I feel stronger, I may put some more weight on it, but not now. And the last one, almost the last one for today, for this workout, is chest press. This time I'm using the machine, just because I want to. You can use dumbbells if you want, but I chose the machine. I don't really work out my chest that much, and I'm guilty of that, so I'm trying to start working out my chest and see if it's going to help me to grow bigger delts as well, because I know that also pushing allows your delts to grow more. So it's like an experiment for me, but you also should work on your chest even if you're a woman. 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps. And the last one, I promise, is crunches, ab crunches. I wanted to do a 100 challenge, but I realized that it started to burn at the 25th rep for me. So I did only 2 sets, 25 reps each. And it was really burning at the end. So I failed at my own challenge, but you can try it. Maybe you can do it. Press your lower back to the floor. Exhale when you lift yourself up. Inhale when you go down. And finally, it's time for a cool down. I do some light stretches, I decompress my spine. This way, keeping both of my shoulders on the floor. Then I want to stretch my abs and come to upward facing dog, or type of variation of upward facing dog. Pushing the floor away with my hands, shoulders down, and then child's pose to relax the whole body. And the final part is admiring my gains, looking at myself in the mirror, being proud of myself. Alright YouTube, thanks for watching. I'm done with my workout. Subscribe for more if you want to know how to get in shape, if you want to know how to start in the gym, if you're interested in changing your life, becoming the better version of yourself. I'm going to talk about nutrition, how to get in shape, and see you in the next one.